Alright, here we are with some Tekken 8. You know, I'm grinding Jin, but I also decided, you know what? Victor is one rank away from Tekken King. Why don't I try to get Victor to Tekken King? So, what this is going to end up being is, this is going to be a little bit of a rant, because it's gotten, and I've talked about this before, but this is absolutely ridiculous. So, what you're seeing right here is my, literally, this is all one session. This took me one session. It only took me about 40 minutes. Spoiler alert, you could probably guess, though. I do end up hitting Tekken King. So I go from the beginning of Bushin rank to Tekken King in about 40 minutes. And I can't lie to you, every single person one and done me. Every single person. So yeah, we're gonna go on a bit of a rant here because this is just absolutely insane that I am this high of a rank. I am essentially almost, you know, I'm in the final ranks, right? I'm in the final set of ranks, and I'm getting one and done. So here we go, absolutely slam this bot. Bam, he one and done, so we're going to the next match. Look at this guy's name. Look, his name is You Leave, I Report. That's his name. You Leave, I Report. You're never gonna believe what this guy does. So, yeah, you know, this time I'm not gonna be nice to these people because it's genuinely a waste of time. It's genuinely a waste of time. Remember, it took me 38 minutes to get out of this rank, and let's be honest, that's not that much time. But if people weren't leaving, it would have been half that amount of time because I would have just been able to instantly rematch, boom, no problem. So it's always a waste of time, and these people are lucky that I was having a win streak, because if I wasn't having a win streak and these guys were literally just wasting my time, it would have been so much more annoying. Yeah, so I don't understand why we can't just simply play the game. You know, I don't get it. Just because you're getting washed, right? That's not my fault. Okay, that's just not my fault. You can cry about Victor all you want. I mean, you can cry about a character who's not even in the top 5, maybe not even in the top 10. You can do that if you want. But that's not going to change the fact that you're a bot, right? It's not going to change that. So what's the point? What's the point of waking up and queuing ranked match if you're just going to cherry pick your way to the top? Do you understand what that is? Do you understand that cherry pick your way to the top is literally your way of saying, I'm not good enough to be in this rank, so I'm going to go on a rank that I don't deserve? That's what that means. And the real issue here, the reason why it's so annoying, is because it wastes the other person's time. Because if you're one and doneing someone, there's a 97% chance right there that you're going to lose the second match because you just aren't good enough, right? And you're just wasting the other person's time. Whether it took them 1 minute to find the match or 5 minutes to find the match, it's a waste of time no matter how you look at it. And yes, if you're wondering, this guy one and done me. I queue up for another match and I find him again immediately. So obviously that was really satisfying because of course I would love to see the guy who's named You Leave, I Report. I would love to see that guy leave 2 times in a row. I mean, what an ironic name. Like, genuinely. So yeah, I want all the smoke today because this is so annoying. And it's the reason why you don't see me grind this game super hard. Because this isn't a one-time thing. This didn't just happen this one session. This happens every single time I play the game. And Bandai is not doing anything to acknowledge it because it's the norm of fighting games. Fighting games just allow you to leave a set and rank. But I wish fighting games took the Mortal Kombat 1 approach. Yeah, I know, Mortal Kombat 1 doing something right. But in Mortal Kombat 1, if you are playing ranked, you are not allowed to leave the set early. So, yeah. So guess what? I matched with this guy again, and you're never going to believe what he does. Ready for it? cancel. Alright, and this next match is even more frustrating because guess what? This guy also leaves. What a surprise. But I want you to really acknowledge his playstyle. Not only does this guy leave the game, but he tailored his entire playstyle for it. So, I want you to watch what this guy does. Ready? He's not starting it yet, but he's going to start it real soon. Okay, grab. Right? Okay, grab again. That's a little weird. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the tech for that is. It might be 1, I was doing 1+2. So, okay, we got some grabs. Okay, and then we got this. So if you can't catch on to this guy's playstyle, his playstyle is a playstyle that only works one time. So essentially, he geared his entire playstyle to only work once. His playstyle is surprise you by grabbing you as many times as possible. That is this guy's playstyle. Now, obviously, the problem with playing the game like this is that if you're fighting someone that's even half decent, they are going to adapt and your playstyle will no longer work. That is why this playstyle is specifically tailor-made for one-and-doneing people. Because, again, this playstyle only works if the other person doesn't know how to adapt. And most people in Tekken will adapt on the second game. So guess what? If you leave, there is no second game, and your playstyle is pretty solid because you're leaving and no one can figure out your playstyle. Well, here's the thing. This guy did not expect me to catch on to what he was doing so quickly. And, like, let's be honest, it's not a very impossible playstyle to beat. It's just very unusual. And that unusualness is what makes him, you know, able to win matches and then leave safely before he gets figured out. But that's not going to work on me. So I just sit back and I wait for him to run towards me to go for the grab, or I will just use explosion on him. So, and then he does a bunch of low mixes because, you know, Azucena is pretty annoying. But right now I'm literally just waiting for him to grab me. That's really what I'm doing. I'm kind of backing up. Because when I see him run forward, all I got to do is do while running 2 or literally anything else. Easy claps. His playstyle was tailored just for one-and-doneing people. Because, yeah, it's a super annoying playstyle that you have to adapt to that playstyle. And he leaves again. So, yeah. Again, this is all one session. This is just the one session I had to record this rank up. And this guy right here, this fine soldier right here, is the only guy who doesn't one and done. So, you love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah. So, it's one and doneing is such a problem in modern fighting games. This isn't even a Tekken 8 problem because this also happened in Street Fighter 6. I have never seen it as worse as it is today in these modern games. It's gotten so bad. And the simple solution is to just lock you to a full set. You are forced to play a full set. If you leave the full set, you should be allowed to leave anytime you want, but if you leave, you should lose the points for the next game that you leave. And you should give the other person points. And I don't know where this absolutely just... I don't even... The dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life is that, oh, I don't owe you another game. I'm allowed to leave whenever I want. That is the dumbest argument I've ever heard, because if you look at any other video game that has a ranked mode, the ranked mode usually requires you to play a longer game than the standard mode. Overwatch, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, every single game that has a ranked mode forces you to play a longer match in order to consider it a ranked match. You should not be able to play one game and dip if you win or lose. Yeah, that's fine in casual, but not in ranked. So the whole I don't owe you a match is the stupidest thing ever, considering that there is a mode that exists that specifically allows you to pick and choose your matches with no, you know, no caveats, right? If you are entering ranked mode and you're saying to people, I don't owe you a match, that's literally just code word for I want to rank up without any roadblocks as fast as possible. You just want that shiny new rank next to your name, but hello. That shiny new rank next to your name is going to mean nothing if you can't perform at that rank. And here's the thing. You may think you can, but the chances are if you've won and done when you lose, you probably can't perform at the rank that you're at. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I never understood that argument, because every other video game that has a ranked mode forces you to play a longer game. Or multiple rounds, whatever it may be. That's just how that works. It doesn't work like that in fighting games, but it should. That's the whole thing. Except it does work like that in Mortal Kombat 1, and I believe Killer Instinct as well. So shout out to those games for getting it right. And I hope this is changed in the future, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, like, sub, we finally hit Tekken King, but I just had to, I mean, this is the highest rank I've ever been in Tekken, and this is just like the cherry on top, the way people are just dodging me. Anyways, peace. Akuma comes out soon.